Guys got to listen to this. There was a guest on MSNBC. I don't know who he was, but he was saying that Vladimir Putin was going to be afraid, was going to be scared, was going to be deterred because Kamala Harris is a black woman from a mixed marriage. I'm not joking. He said Putin's going to stand back and go, wow, for a country to elect a person like that, how powerful. Now, I still think it's a great and good thing that African Americans are attaining positions of power. I think it's awesome we had our first black president. Great, wonderful. There's still things that black people haven't done in this country, and there's still, and black women, great, fantastic. But the idea that Vladimir Putin is going to be in any way affected by Kamala Harris, it was the same thing that happened in 2008 when Barack was elected. There were all of these people saying, we know Barack's father he's black, he's a person of color, and his father was a Muslim, so he's going to be able to make inroads in the Middle East that other people couldn't make. And at the time, I wrote articles about this. At the time, I just thought, have you seen how Muslims treat each other? Like, it's not like they all get along because they're all Muslim, right? And I was not saying anything about Muslims, right? I was just pointing out that, like, the idea that because he's Muslim, they're going to listen to him more. It's just nonsense. It's insanity. They're so wrapped up in identity politics that they think it's a cure-all for these things. The rest of the world doesn't care. As a matter of fact, in the Middle East, quite frankly, they don't like black people, a lot of them. They don't. Sorry, they don't. So it could have worked against Barack. What they tend to value in that part of the world is strength, is power, is might. And they're warriors, regardless of whatever, you think about parts of the Middle East. I mean, their life revolves around militancy in a lot of ways, around being a warrior. I disagree wholeheartedly with radical Islam and fundamentalist Islam, but the idea that they're going to power because Barack Obama was a person of color and his father was a Muslim or something, it was completely insane. But this is the way they think. We act like wokeism and all of this is new. No, it's not new. It's just more widespread. It's been here for a while. Furthermore, the idea that Putin he wants Kamala. The whole idea that he would want Trump or someone as a president didn't make much sense to me. Like, you would want Biden, you would want Kamala Harris, by and large. That's what you would want because they're weak. They don't, they psychologically, they're not intimidating. So anyways, this is what they're doing over at MSNBC. They're saying because Kamala's a black woman from a mixed marriage, and all of that's cool, all of that's great. It's very American to be, a person of color, rise through the ranks to a position of power. I'm not voting for her. I think she's rather daft, but that's an American story. It is, and maybe to the people, some of the people in Russia, that's a great story, but Putin doesn't care. He knows what he's dealing with in Kamala. She's been VP. She's Biden. He knows how to handle her. At least that's what it seems like so far. Now, maybe if she wins, she'll be somewhat different as president. God, I hope so. Yeah, Barack did so. Barack was, during his campaign in 2008, was going around talking about being, the most, would bring peace to the world. What's he do when he gets in office? I think on the first day in office, you get those presidential briefings. This guy started droning everybody and their mother overseas, which was a good change, right, from his campaign talk. He was in touch with reality, at least in that regard. There are evil people out there, and it's the job of the United States to take out those people. Sorry, that's what our government is for, is take those people out. And Barack did that. So maybe Kamala will lose some of her naivete and, and attack our enemies and let